everyone, this is Abhi Bhardwaj and I'm back with lecture series on science. Today we are going to talk about gut and brain, how it's connected. Have you ever had a gut feeling or butterflies in your stomach? These sensations emanating from your belly actually suggest that your brain and gut are connected. What's more, recent studies actually shows that your brain affect your gut health and your gut actually may affect your brain health. And that's exactly what we are trying to find out in this video. So let's get started. The communication between your gut and brain is actually called gut-brain axis, and there's a whole lot of research going on in this field called gut-brain axis currently. These two organs are basically connected both physically and biochemically in number of different ways. Neurons are the cells found in our brain which tells our nervous system how to behave. There are approximately 100 billion neurons in human brain. Interestingly, our gut contains about 500 million neurons, which are connected to our brain through nerves in our nervous system. The vagus nerve is one of the biggest nerve which connects our gut with the brain. It sends signals in both directions. That means it sends signal from brain to gut and from gut to brain. An example, in an animal study they found that stress inhibits the signals sent through vagus nerve and also causes gastrointestinal problems. Similarly, in other study that was done in humans, it was found that people with irritable bowel syndrome, it is also called IBS, or Crohn's disease, had reduced vagal tone, which indicated reduced function of vagus nerve. There was another interesting study done in mice which found that if you feed the mice with probiotics, it actually reduced the amount of stress or amount of stress hormone within that mice. And when the nerve actually vagus nerve was cut, the probiotic had no effect. That suggests that how our microbes basically control our stress as well. There are other things, for example, neurotransmitters. Your gut and brain also is connected through these chemicals which are called neurotransmitters. Neurotransmitters produced in our brain control feelings and emotions. For example, neurotransmitter serotonin contributes to feeling of happiness, and it also helps our body's natural clock. Interestingly, many of these neurotransmitters are also produced by our gut. And when I say gut, means trillions of microbes living there. A large proportion of serotonin are actually produced in our gut. Your gut microbes or bacteria also produce neurotransmitter called gamma aminobutyric acid. It's also called GABA as a short form, gamma aminobutyric acid, which helps us control the fear and anxiety. In studies which were done on mice in a laboratory, it has been found that probiotic actually can increase the production of GABA and reduce anxiety and depression like behavior. Gut microbes also make other chemicals which affect our brain. So there are multiple chemicals which are being produced by these gut bacteria which are affecting our brain health. For instance, there's a chemical called short chain fatty acid, SCFA, butyrate, propionate, and acetate. All these chemicals are being produced by these microbes. Gut microbes also metabolizes bile acids and amino acids to produce other chemicals that affect our brain. Bile acids are the chemicals made by liver that are normally involved in absorbing dietary fats, for instance. However, they may also affect our brain. This is the latest research which suggests that bile also affect the brain. 2 studies were actually done on mice which found that stress and social disorder reduce the production of bile acids by gut bacteria and alter the genes involved in their production. One most important part I want to discuss is our immune system and also the gut microbe, how they affect inflammation, for instance. So the gut and gut microbes plays an important role in our immune system and inflammation by controlling what is passed into our body and what is excreted from our body. If your immune system, for instance, is switched on for too long, it can lead to inflammation, which is associated with a number of brain disorders like depression, Alzheimer's disease, anxiety. There's a chemical called lipopolysaccharides (LPS). It's an inflammatory toxin made by certain bacteria. If too much of it passes from the gut into blood, this can happen when the gut barrier becomes leaky, which allows bacteria and LPS to cross over the blood. And this is a very serious situation, actually. And inflammation and high LPS in blood has been associated with number of brain disorders, including severe depression, dementia, schizophrenia. So a lot of brain-related diseases are connected with these chemicals. So as we learn in this video, there is definitely a connection between gut microbes, and our brain. And to have a proper brain health, we definitely need to have good gut bacteria. I would say good culture of different species of bacteria within our gut. Thank you for watching.